everybody, it's Nikki and I am 3 weeks post-op today. I did make a week 2 video, but I tossed it. I kind of tried really quick to put one together last Friday when everybody was out of the house, but then my son walked in and he is like a bull in a china shop. He was really loud and banging things, and I decided just to bag it and I would just roll the last couple weeks all into one video. So here I am. So let's start with surgery. So I went in surgery day and I was freaking excited, could not wait to have my surgery. There's a picture of me kind of thumbs upping. I was really excited. The pain wasn't too bad. Surgery went really smoothly. Pain wasn't too bad. I had my husband and my daughter there to kind of help me through everything. They were great. I went home the next day, kind of later in the afternoon, so I almost spent a whole nother day in the hospital recovering. Got up and walked as soon as I could get up and walk. It was really hard. The anesthesia was really hard for me to get out of. I could hardly keep my eyes open. The nurses, as I was walking or going to the bathroom, would tell me, you know, keep your eyes open. I would try so hard to keep my eyes open, I just couldn't. So it took a while for all that anesthesia to get out of me. So Saturday I made it home, kind of just out of it, took some pain meds because the pain was bad, uncomfortable definitely. You know, they go through your abdominal wall. I have 6 incision sites, 2 on either side of my belly button. The one on the right side of my belly button is way more tender, bigger. That's where they pull the stomach out of. So obviously it's stretched more, and so they've gone through all that muscle. So it's been uncomfortable for the last 3 weeks, still having some issues with it, but everything's healing really well. Anyway, so about 2 or 3 days being home, I realized I have no energy. Like I can't pick my head up off the pillow. I'm drinking my liquids. I'm, you know, just doing my best to get anything in because my body just doesn't want anything. And any of those flavors that I had liked prior to surgery, any Mio flavors, any shake flavors, any popsicle flavors, Jello flavors, I could not tolerate. It was horrible. So I had to figure out what to get in and what I could tolerate. Water even was kind of gross to me. So I went almost that whole week really struggling to even get up to go to the bathroom, and I finally called the dietitian and said, you know, I have no energy, and she suggested that I try to eat every 2 hours and focus on the proteins, and my goal would be to get the 60 to 80 proteins, 1,000 calories, which I'm like, you are freaking insane. There's no way I'm getting 1,000 calories into this body. You know, I'm hardly getting, you know, 8 ounces of liquid into this body. But I did. I really worked on it. I added non-flavored whey protein to a lot of my soups and broths to up my protein. And once I got that protein intake to about 40, I could function a little better. Still had the cloudy brain. I told my husband last week it was a lot like keto flu that I've read about, where your mind is cloudy, you have no energy, just all the symptoms of keto flu I was experiencing, on top of just not having enough calories and protein. So I saw my doctor on Christmas Eve, and she looked at my incision site, says everything looks good, said the flavor thing of not being able to tolerate anything is not unusual, so, and that it may come back. I may start liking some of that stuff that I got, yeah, everything was good Christmas Eve. I survived Christmas. I started my purees at 2 weeks post-op, after 2 weeks post-op. And I had gotten a book from the library, Gastric Sleeve Bariatric Cookbook, and it's got some pretty simple recipes in it, don't require a lot of ingredients, They're actually really good. The ricotta bake, oh my gosh, is to die for. That saved me this last week of purees. That is incredible. It also has a refried bean that is really good that I did. I'm looking into the next week's recipes to see what I can use, what I want to adapt for my 4th week, going into my 4th week. But so that's been really handy. So this last week, still working on the energy. Some days I feel really good. Some days I really struggle. I wake up some mornings and have a little bit of that nausea. According to the dietitian, a lot of it has to do with the fact that you know, your body has now been fasting for that 8 or 9 hours. So she suggested right before I go to sleep, have a protein shake. Not the whole protein shake, but whatever I can get down. So I've got that protein in there, and it's helping feed, because when you're sleeping, your body is kind of recuperating, and it'll have that extra energy to recoup, and it may help me. So I did that last night. Definitely helped. I felt much better this morning, and as soon as I woke up, I went downstairs and got I've been drinking half a protein shake, so now I'm doing 2/3 of a protein shake, trying to work on getting my protein and my calories in. As of yesterday, I'm getting about 60 protein, which is on the low end of what she wants me to get, but only about 600 calories. So my goal is to up it 200 more calories, get closer to 800 in the next week. She made some suggestions to me, so it's so counterintuitive, some of the things you do while you're in this mode. Excuse me, and you burp a lot. So I went and got the fudgesicles, which were no sugar added, but I got the low calorie ones because 40 years I've been fighting this. And so my habit is to go low cal on everything. And she said, no, you get the no sugar added fudgesicle, but you get the higher calorie one, get 120 calories. You want the calories, just not the sugar. So way different way for me to be thinking, but went to the grocery store and got a higher calorie fudgesicle. And then I'll just put the other fudgesicles aside till I'm to regular foods, and then I'll pull those out and start sucking on those again. But so she made some suggestions, hoping this next week to get those calories up to closer to 1,000 and to get the protein up closer to 80. I start school, today is Friday, January 3rd, 2020, yay. And I go back to school on Monday the 6th. And it's a big campus, lots of walking. It's gonna take a lot of energy. Luckily, I have 2-hour breaks in between my classes, so I can get those meals in because I'm eating about every 2 hours. So I'll be able to get a meal in, walk to the next class, get settled, and then take on the class, same thing, go find somewhere to feed myself again, and then go to the next class. So it's actually an ideal schedule. It's only twice a week this semester. I've been taking kind of heavier loads, 18 credits, and this semester I dialed it down to 12 to give me time to adjust to this new lifestyle, because if this is going to work, I really have to commit to teaching myself this new lifestyle and starting to incorporate the exercise. I'm walking about 30 minutes a day, not at a brisk pace. Like I said, that abdominal wall is still just freaking sore. So I'm not going at a fast pace at this point, but I am walking about 30 minutes a day. And then hopefully we'll start incorporating more weights. I want to do some yoga. We'll see what happens. So yeah, that's where I'm at week 3. I will give you my stats. I started at, I'll tell you my surgery date too. Sorry, this is my first time really breaking it down for y'all. My surgery date was December the 13th, Friday the 13th. Anyway, and my surgeon was Catherine Beck in Utah. And I started, my high weight was to 28.8. My surgery weight was about 215, I think, and as of today I'm down to 204.2. Last couple of weeks I've had really good weight losses. This week I only had a 0.3 weight loss. In week 3, if you've been following other people, you know there's a stall come that week 3. So I'm not terribly disappointed. I'm actually really grateful that my body is doing what it needs to survive right now, because it's rough. I'll say it, you know, this surgery is not for sissies, and to those people that kind of are naysayers and say this is the easy way out, that's bull crap. I'm sorry, it is bull crap. It is not the easy way out. It's hard. It's forcing you to really change your lifestyle. Oh, and let me go into that a little bit really quick. So not a lot of my friends and family know. My mom and dad know. My sister-in-law and my brother know. My husband and my children know. And a couple of close friends that I knew would be very supportive know. But as far as neighbors, more acquaintances, I've kind of kept it on the down low. And at first I kind of felt guilty. My husband and I go dancing every Friday night, line dancing and swing dancing, and I thought, oh, you know, he's having to make up stories as to why I'm not there for the last month, because I just haven't felt up to it because of the energy. And then I saw somebody had made a comment that I'm acquainted with about, you know, New Year's resolutions and, you know, putting the real work in and not doing the easy way out like surgery and pills. And I was like, okay, maybe it was good that I just kept it to myself. You know, if real people want to know in time, you know, how'd you lose so much weight? I may tell them, you know, yeah, I got sleeved, and I'll express, you know, it was hard work, and it's a toll on your body. Things are changing. Things that I didn't realize would be changing have changed. My skin, I can feel my skin. I had always had very soft, supple skin. It's very dry right now. I'm sure that's my water intake. Would love advice on moisturizers, because I'm also feeling it in my face. I have dry spots on my face. I've always had pretty good complexion, like I didn't break out, didn't have dry skin, it was just perfect. And I'm now post-surgery, I'm having a little bit of those issues. So if you know a really good face cream or eye cream, I would love that. Yeah, I'm just keeping it on the down low for now. I don't think anybody really needs to know what I did. Unless they ask specifically, I probably will tell them, but otherwise it's just between me and the couple people I've let into this world of mine. So anyway, I hope you got some information that's helpful for you. I know pre-surgery I was really reliant on other people's stories, and I gained a lot of information from them. So I hope this was beneficial for you. I'm hoping to make another video in the next week, and I'll tell you how my first month went, and probably be sharing some before and after pictures. I'm going to be taking pictures once a month to track my progress. And yeah, I guess that's about it. Thanks for following me. Please subscribe. Have a good day and good luck.